And I am live. Me, Adam Post. How's it going, guys? I'm live with my old friend Red Gaze, who was always very good to me when I started getting started with comics again. And Comicsgate had me on, introduced me around. We had a really good time of it. And now Red is doing his first graphic novel, but his second project. What's up, Red? How you been?
What's up, man? I'm doing very well, very busy, but very well. things are great.
Cool.
Thank
Let's
you.
say hi. Let's say hi to Mighty Joe. What up, Mighty Joe? Good to see you. Shadowhawk, always great to see you. Always a pleasure. Billy, great to see you. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Red Gaze before. He's been around Comicsgate quite a bit. He has been hosting. Your channel is it Gaze into the Abyss? What are you calling it now?
Gazing into the abyss. Yeah, it was that was a kind of a nightly show I was doing. I kind of had to. Things got weird because I had to flip the schedule in that because of my job, and then things are a little all over the place right now between trying to keep YouTube alive and fulfilling and writing more and
I know what you mean. Yeah, just like for me, if I keep to this 9 o'clock thing, I can pretty much do it. If I don't do it on a regular basis, it's a problem. Fly off, track.
Yeah, I've seen you've been pretty regular lately, and that's cool. That's something I need to get back to. So yeah. I admire what you're doing.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, I think the main trick of it is just I really like talking to people who are making projects. I like the people in Comicsgate. So, for me to talk to somebody for an hour about something they're passionate about, that's not that hard of a thing to do, and it's something I really like doing. So it's fun for me. It keeps me in touch with everybody, and it gets us promoting some projects, which is really cool. I know you're doing a sequel already. Well, is it a sequel that you're doing, or it's I know this is your first book, Sunsworn.
Yeah,
Edge of Annihilation.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this one's a novel. I don't want anyone to get confused. It's not a graphic novel. This is a prose novel. It has a visual companion attached to it, which features. It's kind of like an introduction to the universe. Is how I set it up to be. And I wanted to give some artists some work on this as well because everybody likes awesome art. So yeah, I set up a visual companion to go along with the novel. So you can kind of get introduced to some of the characters you're going to meet, some of the worlds, some of the like equipment, starships, all that fancy stuff. So,
okay. Now, not a lot of people have tried doing a novel. This looks like it's been pretty successful.
It has, and I got to tell you, I wasn't sure. I was a little skeptical about launching this in a more or less comic community, but yeah, the response has been great, and people have been getting their books. Some people have read it the whole way through already, and I've been just getting some great reviews on it. So I appreciate that.
So how many pages is this book?
It came out to be 533, I believe, is the total length. And one of the stretch goals was the first chapter of the next book in the series to be in the back, so that's included as well. And yeah, man, I didn't expect it to be that thick, but there it is.
500 pages. How many? This is years, right? How many years have you spent working on this?
Oh, it's a total of about 2 years, and that's only because life got in the way. Otherwise, it probably would have taken about a year, maybe. Otherwise,
wow. And how big is this book physically?
Physically, it is 5.5 by 8.5. Thick. I didn't measure the thickness.
Oh no. I'm just kind of curious about 5.5 because I guess I didn't back this. I'm gonna have to back this. Very, very interesting that this kind of work. How much art is in there? Like how many you have? Like mostly pinups, or how do you treat the art?
Yeah, it is. I would say it is probably mostly pinups. There's a few pages of just kind of breakdowns, like the creation of the covers in there, the evolution of some characters in there, like kind of from sketch to finished product stage. There's a couple descriptions of some of the characters, but I'd say by and large it is mostly pinups. Maybe half and half.
So how many pages of pinups you have out there?
Oh, geez, Louise! I couldn't even.
I'm just trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand the format without physically seeing it. Unfortunately,
I got you.
I mean,
I,
it's not 200 pages of pinups. You know, it's mostly prose, right?
no, no, no. It's about 32 pages.
Oh, Snow Dub
And
likes it. Very cool.
yeah,
Thanks,
Snowdub
Snow Dub.
actually did an unboxing of Sunsworn when he received it. So you can check out his channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's up there. Um, yeah, the very first page is the galaxy map to just kind of get you acquainted. Um, then we take a look at Aster Sunsworn. There's a pinup of him and kind of an evolution stage, like I was saying, from pencils to finished product. We
I
got a
love
double.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I got a couple double spreads, and we do the same with some other characters. How girthy. Well, the novel's pretty girthy. The visual companion, not so much.
Yeah, there's the prose book, which is the book we're talking about now, is in demand. It's already printed, and you can get it in demand. And that's the link put up by Eric. Thank you for that, Eric. And there's a graphic novel that Red is doing a sign up for, and that link is in the description. And that is the Wings of Vengeance. So we're going to talk about that one a little bit too. But we're just trying to get caught up right now on the first book. But that definitely sign up at that link, please, for the Wings of Vengeance comic, which is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you, Eric.
There's a lot going on here. This is 500 pages. Well, I know it's a novel, and novels tend to be a lot of pages, but
yeah, I'll tell you what. Honestly, Adam, I was aiming for in the neighborhood of 300, maybe 350, and it just the story just kept coming, and I wasn't going to stop it.
good for you, man. John Dillard asks, "Is the galaxy map of the Outer Rim?" I don't know if that's like some sort of a perverted statement because it's John, so it could be, or just take it as a serious question.
Well, it isn't a circular format, so if you're looking for a rim job of sorts, you could.
Yes,
probably...
the answer to your question is yes, John. You can get everything you want from it. Now this art is, what is this that you sent?
This is an original piece, traditional, done by Miriam Katie. If you're familiar with her, she's the artist and creator of Bonds. She whipped this up and said, "Here, use this and take it to 16K." So. What we're going to do is when we hit 16K on the original campaign on Edge of Annihilation, we're just going to have a raffle, and everybody who's backed from start to finish will have a chance to win this piece. And we're not far away. Not far away at all.
Lord Ravener says, all the rims, Outer Rim, you name it. All right, it's going to get, there's rims involved, so you can back it, and you'll definitely get at least 2 rims. Corey Barton, who is an amazing colorist, we know, says, "Hey, Shadowhawk." Dillard, I don't know. The 2 of them with their rims. Okay. There's Miriam.
There's
hey, Miriam. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll get you on if you ever.
Yeah, man.
Miriam has another project, huh?
Definitely do. Actually, Bonds is going to be launching in about a week. Next Saturday, she's going to be launching her campaign, and I mean, she's a killer artist. If you're not familiar with her, look her up immediately.
Yeah, definitely. Miriam, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Comics We Love, and I'm happy to get you on and talk about the projects. Very cool. As Red says, somebody I should definitely know. All right, so this art is really cool. So we need to get you to 16,000 on the existing campaign, and right now that campaign it's 15 and change, but let's see how much change it is. It's at 15.7. Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Definitely doable. This will probably be open for another month or two. The campaign, because I'm not going to be having 2 live campaigns at once. And once you
get the first one out, once you launch the second one, then I assume you'll be able to get this prose book from the graphic novel campaign.
Yes, I'm going to be putting extras if there's. I mean, it doesn't look like there's going to be a ton of extras, but. If need be, I might do. Yeah, I might do. Actually, you know what I have a lot of is a lot of very, very slightly damaged books. But I really like even the slightest bent corner. I didn't want to send out, so I'm getting a stack of those. So I might put those on the.
You just do what Eric did, that the Battle Worn or whatever he was calling them.
Yeah, that's actually a good name for it.
Battle Worn. Yeah, if you've got battles going on. Battle Worn. Take a look at Battlewick Road. Yeah, he had a second campaign for those, and it was successful for him, and a lot more people got a chance to pick up the book, which was very cool. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at these tiers because this is still in demand. people can still get this. The full Sunsworn experience for $40. The experience. So what does that include?
That's the full experience, man. That is the prose novel.
Full Monty.
Yep, along with the visual companion. And actually, what I need to do is take that mention on the thank you page off. Obviously, the books are printed, so you won't be getting in there anymore. I guess I can physically write to him.
I can't thank you that. Yeah, he'll send you a thank you. Well, he does. Of course, he thanks you. The visual companion. What is that?
That's that's what we were discussing earlier. The kind of like the introduction to the galaxy. It's in comic format.
It's a separate, separate thing. It's a comic format.
Yep, separate physical books, about 32 pages, perfect bound. Just a little visual introduction to the universe and the characters and
black and white.
Everything that's going on in there. No, it's full color.
No expense spared, guys.
Absolutely not.
So you have a full color, 32-page, perfect bound visual companion, which is an introduction to the world. I like visual companion. That's a good description.
Thank you.
Cool. It's like we're working on a world building document for the Mermaids, and it is like 50 pages of additional content that doesn't appear anywhere. And it's like, well, I want to be able to give it to people somehow, whether it's a PDF, because I don't want to have them paying for a whole other book. But you have it included here in this $40 tier, kind of your version of it. That sounds very cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it actually started off as 12 pages and just with stretch goals. And, at the end, I was just like, let's make it at 32 pages because I wanted it to be perfect bound. I don't know. I'm not a staple guy. I'm not a big fan of staples.
Yeah, I mean, staples are fine, but perfect bound is badass.
And when people are paying for like this kind of premium prices, I think they deserve the.
Yeah, it's nice to put together a clean, sharp looking package. Very cool.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's the full Sunsworn experience. So you will be fully sworn by Sun if you get the visual companion and the novel. That's a lot of cool stuff. And you have these in print now, so you're able to ship these kind of right away?
Yeah, man. I'm still in fulfillment. So if you ordered today, it might take maybe a couple weeks yet. I'd say a week or two. In a week or two, I'm aiming to have everything out. So that's my goal.
Excellent. So you'll be close to that. So basically, you're not looking at like 6 months on this. If somebody was to back it within 3 or 4 weeks tops, they got the books.
Yeah. See, what I did was I scribbled it out and put February there for new backers. So
they let you do that, huh?
Yeah, I think you can do it once. But yeah, you will absolutely have anything you order off this campaign by the end of February. That's my guarantee. unless my house burns down with all my books, that's my guarantee.
Didn't that happen to one of us?
That did. That happened to Carla and John.
And they did deliver. They still did deliver.
They absolutely did deliver.
Crazy, amazing people.
Definitely.
Yeah, guys, the thing is, there's reasons when things happen. You can always understand people have a problem. They update you. They communicate. That's awesome. But you still got to deliver. It's really important. Past Master Dan, good to see you, man. Everybody, wrench it up. It is like a wrench convention in there. It is a wrench convention. That's good. All right. So what's the swag pack?
The swag pack is just some extra stuff. That was kind of a request. Actually, Lola talked me into putting that up there. She wanted some swag. So I said, why not? So that includes a print, the one that's actually in the thumbnail there. It's kind of just a little space battle print by Lakima Mir. It includes a print of one of the characters, a mini print. It's a 5x7. That print is 8.5 by 11. And
trading cards.
Yep, three extra trading cards. Everybody gets one trading card just for backing. And there's 3 extra trading cards in that pack, as well as a button, a little Sunsworn button.
Excellent. Excellent. I want to make trading cards. I haven't done that yet. Novel only. If you just want the novel, no companion, no thank you, which you're not getting anyway. But we can't get you the mention of the thank you page. But we can get you the printed novel. 550 pages, you said? Something like that?
533 is the final count.
533 pages. My God.
Yeah, that's why it blew me away. Like, some people got this and read it in the span of like 3 days. I was like, wow, man, you're a machine. Like, I'm not. I don't know about you. I'm not a fast reader.
And they give you questions too, right? They'll be like, hey, I was reading this. So what about this? And people like they really get into the story and the background of the world.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. From the feedback I've gotten so far, yeah, they definitely want to know more. They can't wait for the next one. They really want to know more about the universe. So yeah, I can't wait
Hmm.
to answer those questions. I don't just want to throw out answers without there being a story involved.
I
Right?
remember definitely more than a year ago when you were first kind of just disciplining yourself to start writing. And of course, I'm sure I encouraged you. I just remember, I don't know, whatever stuff I was saying, it was probably just encouragement. But it's great to have finally done it, huh?
Oh yeah. It's a wonderful feeling.
Mm.
Um, Yeah, because I mean, there's so much involved in the process, and then like it's just between. I mean, the process of writing alone is ridiculous, and then you
Yeah,
edit and re-edit and re-edit and re-edit, and then send it
that's
to an
good.
editor, and then re-edit some more. And yeah, it's oh man, yeah, there's so much text. Obviously, it's a novel, but yeah, man, it was very challenging, and yeah, it's very, very, very fulfilling and just satisfying to finally get this done and have it out in the world and be
Yeah,
getting opinions,
and
and I love
and
it.
shipping the orders is not that bad. It's kind of fun, until you get really overloaded. But it looks like you've got like a manageable, like good number of backers where it's like, okay, it's not you're not flooded. Like you don't feel like this is never going to end.
Yeah. Honestly, the only pain as far as shipping goes is obviously these aren't fitting in the Gemini mailers, so I'm having to build every single box and just reinforcing the crap out of them with tape, man, because this post office is ridiculous.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that is the next time around you'll have another solution. The Gemini Mailer Company, they do make bigger boxes. They don't they're not exactly the same like with the interior, but they are pretty damn good. And you know who's really great with packaging material and stuff? Drew. Uh, Drew with Captain Love.
Mhm.
He was showing me like these flat rate things. I mean, your books wouldn't fit because they're probably so damn thick, but he's very good with the packaging materials. So it's just always good to reach out. I don't know how much you did reaching out for like, hey, does anybody have any ideas? But there's some
Yeah, I
people
I
and
did a bit, yeah. Honestly, I really subscribe to the Vinny Tardamella School of Shipping because, yeah,
what's that?
he very much reinforces his stuff too, and he did something
Hmm.
similar with Through the Woods because that
Ah,
wouldn't
okay.
fit in the Gemini either. So,
Oh
yeah,
my
he
God, what he
got
must
me
have
up a
done with
bit.
International on that because
Oh yeah, International's a killer.
he
I got to
made the
tell you,
book bigger.
I'm
And I was like, Vinny, man, I hope that's going to be okay. And because it was a big book. And
yeah,
he
I'm
wanted to do
honest.
hardcover, and I'm sure he's wanted to do a hardcover for a long time. And you get passionate about wanting to deliver for people, and you just deliver. And Vinny delivers all the time. That's a beautiful piece by Vinny, by the way. Vinny
Oh
Chartamella.
yeah,
Vinny
that's
has
the
a
cover.
campaign going now, by the way, guys. If you haven't seen it, Shadow of the Kraken. Pretty much everybody's seen it. I'll see if Vinny wants to come on too. He's a very hardworking, good guy, Vinny.
Yeah,
Always,
for sure.
it's funny because like we're all under a lot of pressure all the time, and just being able to keep promises and deliver, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. So much respect to Vinny for that, and to you. Getting these your first project out. It's freaking, and it's not banged out. This is something you spent 2 years writing.
Yeah,
Much for
yeah, for
two
sure.
years writing this, and Red's a good writer apparently. I don't know, Red. That's good for you, man.
That's what I'm hearing.
Getting positive feedback. I mean, a first book is always a first book, but it's
Yeah.
interesting. If a novel is terrible, like if it's not well written, you can't get through, hundreds of pages of prose. It's very difficult. With a comic, you can always flip through it, read as much as you want, and kind of get what's going on.
Yeah,
But
and at least appreciate the art.
yeah, with a novel, and you're like, okay, I see what they're trying to do here. Like, oh, there's a lot of details here. That girl's hot. That guy's scary. This is a mistake or something like that. And like, all right, 5 minutes, you pretty much know what it is. Novel, like, is a much bigger investment to go through. So, but by that, you're demanding a lot more of the person who's the reader. But, um, when they'll tell you if it's terrible, you'll hear. And to hear that at least people don't hate it, that you're doing good. You know?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I've been like chomping at the bit waiting for feedback on this because yeah,
Mm,
obviously you think what you do is good, or you wouldn't put it out, right?
sure.
So, yeah, I got some opinions, but most of the opinions I got before, I send it to print and send it out to people. Was, you know, people, it's mostly people I know. So, you know, you can't 100%.
They're not going to give you,
Yeah,
like
yeah, you can't 100% guarantee, you know, rely on that feedback either. And even my editor gave me some feedback. She said she loved this part and that part. She loved this villain. You know, she was very, very specific. But again, you know, that's somebody I'm paying too, right? So maybe she's being friendly. I don't know, but it's really nice to hear from people who have received it and, you know, paid their hard-earned money for it, that they appreciate it. So yeah, I appreciate them. I appreciate all you guys.
You had an original art tier, a couple tiers with Vinny, and those were sold out. People love Vinny's art.
Yep, those are all gone.
Deluxe Vinny head sketches and become a pirate. I can't be a pirate?
Not anymore. You might be able to become a pirate in the next one. I might switch it up a little bit though, and allow people to become something else.
Become a Templar. Yeah, people do like to be in these stories. It is kind of cool. All right, well, guys, you want to check this out. Hopefully we can get a link. There's maybe somebody with a wrench. It's hard to say in the chat. I think everybody in the chat has a wrench. This is really nice. I like this.
Yeah, all those pieces that Vinny did, I also put in the visual companion. So yeah, they're unavailable, they're sold out, but you know, at least they're captured in the visual companion forever.
Very cool. So guys, check that out. This is the Edge of Annihilation book. And did you put this in books or comics? So your feedback, did anyone think it was a comic? They didn't understand what they were buying, and did they all kind of understand this is a book?
So far, so good. I haven't gotten any complaints. Actually, honestly, one of the reviews is in the update section.
Okay.
He just left that yesterday, I think. Or comments. Sorry, comments section. Yeah,
I'm listening to you too literally.
Yeah, that's just me. I'm, you know,
from Irving Lara.
Yeah, Irving's awesome.
Irving Lara, we've now doxed him, says, epic. In action, drama, and scope, this story is epic. The fact that you've introduced multiple protagonists and antagonists into a galaxy-spinning epic should bring pause to a new author. You nailed it. Very rarely we find an author, or more likely pairs of authors, able to tackle this effectively. You rank up there with Harry Turtledove, David Weber, Stephen White, and Kevin J. Anderson and Brian Herbert in that ability. On your first book, you can stand among these literary giants. Well, that was a lovely thing to say.
Isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, high praise. High praise.
This is great. Yeah, you can see more feedback on the comments page. So you'll see, like, this is really, really good quality stuff, and it's really the Comicsgate community that's bringing these projects to light, because otherwise maybe Red couldn't have published this.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's these people make it happen, man. I don't think people realize that they're, you know, you're not only making dreams come true, but you're also kind of helping us, you know, save entertainment.
Yeah, we're creating a whole new, this is a whole new culture. There are a lot of stories coming out, you know, multiple. I mean, I'm doing a project a night, most nights, a good 6 nights a week or so, at 9 o'clock, talking about a project, and there's more projects. You know, I'm probably not going to be able to get to everybody because everyone's doing more and more projects, and there have been projects on time. There have been projects a little late. There have been some projects later than others, but just about everything is shipping, and everything that's not shipping seems like it's almost done. Even Red Rooster, I heard someone saying, like, yeah, supposedly it's done. They're going to start shipping it soon. I wouldn't hold my breath just yet. Let's see when they ship it. I'm sure they're going to ship it, but it's not like, would you just ship it already? Like, enough with the, you know, just ship it already. Right. But yeah, the books are coming out, and Monster MD is shipping, I think, starting this week. They just signed it up. I had Vaughn on my channel with Rob Muerto, and he was showing printed copies of the books, which is great to see. They look beautiful. And he's got more projects in the works. So there's plenty more great stuff coming now. And it's all because the Comicsgate community decides, like, yeah, we want good stuff. Well, you're making it happen, whether you're making it, backing it, promoting it, encouraging people, or a competent. The ideal thing is to do all those things. You know, make stuff, encourage people, back stuff you can, promote it by just on social media. All you guys are influencers. Everybody with 1 follower or more is an influencer. You can be the difference between a project happening or not happening. I've seen people give up on a couple projects here and there before. Very rarely, though. Very rarely. In fact, I'm kind of struggling to even think of the name of it. And maybe they eventually do it or not. Yeah, maybe like one or two. Very few. Out of like 50 projects that I see, 49 of them go forward.
Right.
You probably see the same thing because a lot of people, obviously.
Yeah,
Look
absolutely.
at Tim Potier. He's not sitting around like waiting for the next thing to happen. He's got multiple things he's doing. He already shipped that first project, the vampire assassin dude.
Yeah, Bloodhunt.
Science fiction universe. Yeah, I forgot it. It was so funny because I was on with him and Jason, and Red was explaining to me how in Comicsgate people like to be drawn in as characters sometimes. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, look, here's one tier that someone was like, look, you can get killed by a werewolf, and then I don't know, something else happens. It was like $400. I was like, who the hell would pay $400 for that? And Jason was like, that was me. I actually paid $400. I was like, it's hard for me to relate, but yeah, I mean, it is kind of cool. I think the best drawn in tier so far is Kami Mark's drawn in tier for Not Daredevil, where he takes a bad picture of you and basically just glues it on top of a character. Literally. Yeah, he literally does that for like $50. Very cost effective. And then you could be in Not Daredevil.
Yeah, Kami Mark is a very interesting fella, man. He's got some great ideas.
I love him. He's so cool.
He's a comedic genius.
He's like who's that guy? The Man in the Moon guy, Andy. Oh my God. Can't remember. Hey, Rick Saylor. Yeah, he's a committed satirist, creative guy. Very interesting. He's got a bunch of other projects coming. What is Pale Rider saying? I didn't know you were live. I'm live. Found you.
Yeah, Pale Rider's awesome. Actually, Pale Rider did a good bit of fan art for Sunsworn, and I put that in the visual companion too. Awesome. He's got his own page. He deserves it.
The fan art is really meaningful. Eric Huffles did a G.I. Jackrabbits piece for me. When I was talking about G.I. Jackrabbits, he did a piece of fan art for it. And I got really inspired. It was part of the reason why I hired Professor Geek to work with me on a full rewrite. And we did Andy Kaufman. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Good Lord. Gotta forget that. Yeah, he's the Andy Kaufman of Comicsgate, which if he can clip that, he can use that too. He likes to clip things that I say. But
just to state it very plainly.
Kami Mark is the Andy Kaufman of Comicsgate. And I'll remember to tweet that later, hopefully. But yeah, Eric inspired me because it's this whole circle of us supporting each other and building each other up. And we did do a full script of a redo of G.I. Jackrabbits, put a lot of time into it, hired an artist, and then through the pandemic, he started having personal problems and couldn't complete the work. So we have to look for somebody new because, you can't bang this stuff out. It's all got to be perfect. If it's not perfect, it's not worth doing. It's just the nature of this. But anyway, so Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance. Why a graphic novel instead of a second novel? Damn it.
Well, because novels take a hell of a long time to write, Adam, and between the novels,
it's a good, honest response.
Yeah, but absolutely.
This is not an adaptation in any way.
No. These stories will take place. There's going to be about maybe a year or two between each novel, and in that time, I'm going to fill some of that space with comic stories, just so you can kind of keep tabs on the characters, what they're up to. Maybe throw some, just tell some fun stories, And
and this takes place within the Sunsworniverse.
Yes. Okay. I guess I should come up with a catchy name for the universe, huh?
I thought Sunsworniverse was pretty good.
I don't know. It's kind of a mouthful. Once you get to the SW, I think people make it tripped up.
Sunsworn's not a short word. From the world of Sunsworn, but it's not a world because it's a universe. It's bigger than a world.
Right, and I have caught myself a few times because.
How about Sunsworn? It's bigger than a world.
Much bigger. It's bigger than a galaxy. Honestly, it's a universe. All kinds of stuff going on.
Sunsworniverse. Niderse. Why now? You know what? So this is Wings of Vengeance. Why is vengeance such a weird spelled word? This is correct. It is correct. I checked it. I was like, that can't be right. I'm like, oh, I got to tell Red he did a typo in his product. I'm like, well, it's a friend's got to tell a friend. And I was like, no, let me just make sure because I don't want to look fucking stupid. And apparently I am stupid. I don't know how to spell vengeance. I don't even know when I'm looking at the word vengeance what the correct spelling of it is. But that is the correct spelling.
Oh, yeah.
Are you not uncomfortable with the spelling of vengeance?
I once was, but after you use it so often and you read it so often, you get used to it, and you just kind of, I don't know, I catch myself every time I'm spelling this word out saying vengeance, just so I don't mess it up.
Frog G had a cool suggestion, the Gazeverse. I kind of like that. That's better than the Sunsworniverse.
Yeah, less syllables.
Gazeverse so far is good. White Cat Comics, do you know how I feel about you? Great to see you, White Cat. Great art in there. I really like Carlos stuff. Very cool. I wish I understood manga. I was telling Red that earlier. And that's not something to wish for. That's sort of ridiculous. Like, it's basically like you just have to do the homework. If you're not familiar with something, then you just take, about 20, 30, 40 hours and really study it. And then you are familiar with it. But I'm doing that with screenplay writing to better understand writing for future graphic novels projects. So it's like this just time. Anirium is saying hi to Pell Rider. Very cool. Hey, the Geezerverse. No, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about Red's project. Red's project. All right. Well, we don't know a good name for a universe yet. We're going to admit it. Although Gazerverse is the best one so far.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The Redlands. Okay. As the Union rebuilds, 3 of its heroes are forced to fight for their lives on a desolate world. Will they win? Will they die? You'll have to get the book to find out.
Excellent question.
Yeah. I hope everybody's signing up for this. I'm going to tell you why. Because I have street cred to think about. So don't F up my street cred. My street cred says that every time someone comes on and they're promoting a project so far, they get a decent number of signups, and more than like 2. They get like, I don't know, 8, 10, 15, something like that, I'm told. So that's good. Also, we can sell projects because people will kind of look to see like, all right, well, what project are we talking about tonight? So you can back if you want to back it and you have time to read this 500-page book over, a nice, whatever it's going to take. It's a bunch of hours, it looks like.
It depends how fast you read. I know some people are slow readers, some people are fast readers. I need to read slow so I can absorb what I'm reading. I can read fast, but it's not beneficial to me because I'm not absorbing anything.
Wasn't there some talk of you doing an audiobook because everyone loves your voice?
There was. That was initially a stretch goal, but I had to kind of can that once it went into production because, there's a lot going on. So I intend to still record that at some point, and when I do, I will make it available some way, somehow. I'm not sure yet.
Maybe one of the chapters,
Yeah, actually, I did do chapter 1 is on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
You can check that out. But I do intend to do that sometime this year, man. The schedule is filling up fast as far as projects go. So.
Yeah, I know time does go fast, and everything takes longer than we think it's going to take. So definitely do sign up, and you'll get an exclusive art print when you back. All right, so what's the exclusive art print? So for people who are cool enough to sign up, add their names to a list, help you get this launched, and helping launch this means trying to back it the first day if you can. Helping to share it on social media, Twitter mostly, that's what we do. Facebook counts too. And that's helping launch it. I'm sure you'll have a launch day.
Yep. It's looking at the beginning of March right now. Like I said, I'm not going to launch this campaign until every single book from Edge of Annihilation is sent out because that's what I'm doing.
That's such a great way to do it. It's such a great way to do it. It's so makes your life so much easier, and it makes people comfortable. People, when they don't get stuff that they order, the biggest problem is not them spending like, I spent $35 and I didn't get my item. And they're so upset that they could have used the $35 more wisely. People feel stupid. That's why, like, if I back stuff and I don't get it, I don't go looking at who shipped stuff or not. If I back your stuff, you've got my money. That's fine. I don't want to start to look at things I backed that I never got. Because I just feel stupid. And I think most people feel stupid if they are like, well, why did I back this if I didn't get it? So you never want to put people in that position, particularly not when you're trying to sell them the next thing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Like trust is a huge part of this. You're asking, like you said, you're asking people for their money, man, and that's not a small thing. You're asking for their money, and you're asking for their trust and their faith that you will come through. And if you don't come through, you got.
And then they even get the project. It's still asking a lot, like for people to actually read it and go through it. I just got Chanu. I forgot to back Chanu. I backed it a week ago or so, and he shipped it right away. It's beautifully printed. Graham Nolan did a great job. And he's a good writer. I had him on the channel. I didn't realize. I've always known his name. I knew he co-created Bane and worked on Batman and stuff. But I didn't realize that his first story that he sold to DC, he actually wrote and drew, which wasn't even common back then. They didn't have a lot of artist-writer combos. And that's very impressive. But when he talks, he's launching Alien Alamo tomorrow, actually. When he talks about story, it's very interesting. And he talks about personal relationships between characters. There's a father-son thing going on with Alien Alamo. So it's very well thought out and very engaging. So he's got cool visuals, very dynamic, but he's a great contribution. His contributions are great for Comicsgate.
Yeah, and that's always awesome to hear too, because there's, if I'm being completely honest, there's not a lot of people that can do everything and do it well. I get skeptical when I see people doing everything, but there's a few that definitely pull it off. And I
Graham can definitely totally do it. I can't. I can barely do anything, which is including even to the level that I want. Like I do come up with some pretty good ideas. I've been told that over the years, like, well, that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea, whatever. But to be able to sit down and write well, like the feedback that you're getting, I can't, I won't even take an idea that I've come up with and try to write that myself because I don't want to ruin it. I want to, I don't want to do, and also I have so much respect too for other writers, people who work professionally, teach writing. I tend to work well with people that write professionally, but that are also professors, because they have a way of talking to me that I feel like they're not talking down to me.
Right.
And they also find the value in what I'm saying. And when I come up with something that's wrong, they'll explain, like, you can't, that doesn't make sense, and here's why. But but everyone is so focused in Comicsgate on doing their absolute best work. And that is pretty damned amazing. And there's so much interesting stuff coming out, really. I'm glad you're a part of it, man.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I feel, extra privileged to be a part of it, to be honest, because I was going to honestly write this novel no matter what. And I was thinking about just putting it on Amazon, or I don't know, maybe it's difficult to reach out to any actual publishers, because everybody wants an agent.
We can't forget that.
I'm not an agent kind of guy. I'm just normal.
Self-publish is the way for us right now.
Yeah. So
get it going, control everything, and then you can get screwed by people very easily, especially if you have something good.
Yeah,
they get endless submissions. It's hard to get agents interested. I would never discourage anybody. It's just that we have so much control and something so unique in Comicsgate. You already delivered your first book. You proved that Comicsgate could sell a $15,000 campaign with mostly prose content. That is not trivial. That's a big deal.
Yeah. It was quite a risk, honestly. I had no idea if people were going to be interested, but it worked out really well, and I'm hoping it works out really well for the backers as well.
How many pages of art in the book? I know you tried to tell me, and somehow I couldn't comprehend it. If it's 533 pages, all right, I remembered. It has a beautiful cover by Vinnie Tortomella, super talented guy, very nice guy. And how many pages roughly does it have? It doesn't have 100 pages of art.
Oh, no. The art is contained within the visual companion, which is 32 pages.
Okay. And the art is a lot of concept art. I remember you were publishing concept art before the book was done.
Yeah, it started out as concept art and just kind of evolved into mostly finished pieces. Carla did the cover for the visual companion. It looks awesome. Actually, the character on your screen right now, that's Frala Weiss. She is the daughter of the primary antagonist in the book. She's on the cover of the visual companion. And yeah, Carla's got a lot of pieces in the visual companion. She's been working really hard and doing great work.
Do the concept art help you to come up with even more story and more aspects of story?
It it's weird. The honest answer to that question is I don't know.
Okay.
I have a vision of these characters in my mind, and initially when the concept art was coming together,
like you didn't like this chick with her hand up, whatever. You didn't know she was exactly going to look like that, right?
Right.
Carla
exactly.
added stuff to that.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing as well. Is you have these characters in your mind, and you have a vision of what they look like, but describing that vision to somebody else without anything visual to reference is difficult. So yeah, I did pull off a few, like reference just other pictures of, similarities. Like I wanted to have a crown like this, or a dress like this. And but yeah, seeing it all come together, that vision changes as the artist is working.
It evolves.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's something for me. Like if I didn't have the collaborative process, I could never make anything. I rely so much on the team, and it's amazing. And once people start drawing things and they add kind of some of their own details, they make some suggestions, and it's easier sometimes, I think, to make a suggestion because you don't have the baggage. Like everything's presented to you, and then it's kind of like they say this, and a lot of inventors talk about this, and people that have breakthroughs in physics talk about standing on the shoulders of giants, meaning that they come up with something new, but it's really like a next iteration based on the foundation that you provided when you got something just so far along. And the other thing too is, being that your writing is cool and your ideas are cool, there's so much in there, it's going to inspire a creative person. Be like, oh, you know what? Hey, how about this? So it's just a beautiful thing having a collaborative process like that.
Definitely. And you can, honestly, thinking about it now, you honestly can refer to most of the stuff in the visual companion as concept art, because like I said, I've been working with Katie a lot lately, Nerium, and I'm just going to show you a few.
Oh yeah, sure.
Came up with these reference sheets, and I'm going to include
some more cool art
some way, somehow in this campaign, whether be it putting them in the backs of the comics or making them separate cards. She made up these reference sheets for some of the characters. So this is pretty much now the definitive version of these characters, So I guess it would be fair to refer to everything that came before as concept art.
Yeah. So, I remember you were promoting Sunsworn with concept art. So I saw art related to it as concept art. And then, if you had art with the prose, throughout the book, people do that sometimes, obviously have illustrations in books. That's not the craziest thing in the world. But that's not what this is. So, but that's cool. This is cool. So you got stats and character breakdowns.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, man. So I'm not sure yet if these are going to be character cards, like maybe a 5x7, or if we just include them in the backs of the comics. If anybody has a preference in the chat, shout it out and we'll do what we do. But yeah, I got pulled up some other art here if you're interested. You asked about the free print that you'll be getting for signing up for the mailing list. I decided this is too damn cool to only have one in existence, so I'm going to turn this into a print for the mailing list backers, because this is just awesome. And honestly, I don't even know what this go. But
yeah, I've seen kind of. If I know what the project, what is Miriam's project?
Her project is Bonds. The first book is called The Drive. That's completely done. She's kind of what's the word? I wanted to say refurbished, but that's not the word.
Updated.
Yeah, it's updating it now. It's all but ready to go to print. She has the entire next book completely thumbnailed out and ready to go. She started drawing some of those pages. She's a machine, and she's just an
all right. Well, we'll be looking for Bonds, and we'll keep an eye on it. And this is great. So this is cool. That's Carla's cover.
Yep, this is Carla's cover. There was a discussion on Twitter earlier this week about people like what using variant covers instead, like using a different artist for the main cover. And I kind of agree with that. I think the interior artist should at least have a main cover. But yeah, I mean, Carla killed it with this one, man.
Kind of depends. It's like sometimes great ideas, like interior artists don't have great ideas for covers, and an editor, like in my case, it would be sort of my job working with, and I did when I was working. I did a good job working with Javier on the Mermaids covers he did, and on the College of the Dead covers. And for some reason, I just didn't have the same relationship with the artist, the interior artist for the Mermaids. I don't know. I first found stuff that I knew Javier would draw really well. So we had that one swimming cover of there's a mermaid that's drawn by Javier. It's this one. I'll show you real quick. We'll go right back to this. Is this the? Oh no, we're not. All right, this is getting complicated. It's not even the shirt page. In any event, she's swimming. Whatever. I just kind of did some Google research. I was looking for photos of mermaids swimming or women swimming, whatever it was, and I found a pretty cool photo reference. And then Javier did a better job than the photo reference, and it just kind of looked really cool. It's all that collaboration stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I've been seeing a lot of that too. Is you'll throw up a reference picture and they'll make something so much better.
Yeah, and then like the dynamic. Sometimes I don't know. Interior artists. It depends on the artist. It just depends on the artist. With Javier, I had him doing covers on all the books. There's only one book that had a cover that was by Narwhal. That was a redo of his Earthbound cover as zombie characters. I just love that piece that he did. Oh, this is cool. So this is one page from the graphic novel.
Yep, I think it's page 2, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, and the concept behind this is there was a large scale war took place in the novel, and following that, there's some remnants of the invading force still left over in the galaxy, causing some trouble. So this character down here is the antagonist for the book. His name is Kavar. He's an interesting fellow. He's a stone wielder, a mystic, and he also is a Dracor wrangler. And Dracor, what I refer to, is basically the space dragons in this book. So everybody will be familiar with space dragons, right?
Okay. Yeah. I can imagine a space dragon.
So he is actually a hybrid of Dracor and human. It was some experiments that Drakenweiss, the antagonist from the novel, was doing. And he's also, so this fellow has become quite a powerful mystic, as well as he's just very much in tune with the Dracor. So his responsibility was to take this planet that was a heavy resource planet. Most of the ore that they use for the Tectine is the material that most of the things are made out of in this universe. So he's basically holding a resource world, and they need to go in there and get him out and take the resources back. So that's how this all begins. But there's some other intrigue involved. I don't want to get too deep into the story just yet, but
there's a lot there.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on, and
just winging it.
I got to tell you, it is challenging going from writing a novel to writing comics, because so much. It's a totally different medium. Totally different.
You're describing action more than you're engaging, because so much of the execution of the story is the art. It's a whole separate thing. You can write it as oh no, you kind of can't. Yeah, you're probably going from a comic to novel is a little bit easier than the reverse, but you're managing. What is this cool art?
Yeah, man, this is page 1. This is kind of an introduction page. So we're gonna have some captions on this page to fill you in, let you know what's going on. A lot of questions I get is, do you need to have read the novel to enjoy the comics? I'd say no. It would definitely be helpful, but you don't. It's not something you're gonna need to have. So I'm going to fill you in as much as you need to be filled in on what's going on at the beginning of this, and just kind of maybe fill in some more of those blank spaces along.
I bet you'll be reprinting that book once this comic comes out. People will be like, "Hey, I missed the book."
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm going to make a digital version available, like a PDF version available on this campaign, just so if you did miss it and you just want to get caught up and don't want to spend lots of money, then that'd probably be a good way to do it.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Maybe half the print cost or something like that. Kind of think about that. Yeah, that's a great page. Great page.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Carla's doing great work. She's got some more pages, and the problem right now I'm having is
Oh, that is Carla. That's all Carla.
yeah, this is all Carla, man.
Nice.
Yeah, Carla's doing all the interiors. She's doing all the colors on this as well. But yeah, she's got several pages right now that are pretty much all but complete. And they're just there's some final touches going on them, so I don't have a ton to show right now, but that's coming. That's
No,
coming.
it's looking great. And when you launch, we'll come back and we'll look at more stuff, and we can really just go over the new tiers and all the other exciting stuff going on with it. So
Yeah,
I'm ready to rock when you are, my man.
it's going to be awesome.
Don't forget to sign up for Wings of Vengeance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Good things are coming. Look at this cool art.
I'm not sure why this is over here. This must have been one of the ones I was fiddling with in Photoshop, but this is, like I said, Katie's going to be doing a spin-off book in this as well called Legacy of Blood. It's a story of, these are both actually antagonists in the story. So it's going to be kind of a villain book. But yeah, this is Yuri. She was a student of one of the mystics in the book. She's not a mystic herself, but he's also very well trained in the the martial form of combat. So he was training her. She was kind of his personal assassin. And events happen there where she doesn't really get to stick around with him. So she kind of tacked on to this fellow Vorath, who is another antagonist in the book. I think this is some people's favorite villain, but I kind of like him too. But this story is all about her kind of earning her place in his organization. So she's going to this planet to fulfill a mission on his behalf. And yeah, it's going to be all black and white. I think I'm going to add some blue tones. We might throw some red in there too. Do like the black, white, blue tone and red on occasion.
Yeah, the new is black and white, and then occasionally red for some sound effects and blood and things like that. I love what he did with. I'm a big snow fan. I really like to see how people do snow, and he did some. There's some great snow on this cover. I do like snow. I've got to do a whole book on snow. Well, there's Snowman by Matt Martin, I guess.
That's interesting because she's going into a snow-covered planet here, Adam. So you should love this.
There you go, snow-covered planet. I'm big on snow. Just do it right. Do snow with respect.
And this is going to be a page out of the book, also.
Cool.
Just some really cool stuff happening. Yeah, Katie's just killing it, man. Her artwork is I can't even describe how much I love her artwork. But yeah, this is going to be a killer book. This is as it sits right now. The main book is going to be 44 pages, and this spinoff book is going to be right now 38, but it's probably going to end up being 40. Wow, the way things are looking. So yeah, man, this is going to be a great campaign with lots of good stuff. So definitely.
Well, congrats! You are building the Sunsworniverse, the Redlands, and the Gazeverse. What do we call it? Gazeverse. It's looking good. Let's play the. Is this on the art you can show?
Actually, let me double check and make sure I don't have anything weird behind this. Nope, that was actually the last thing I had pulled up.
We got a request for the trailer, and we should be playing the trailer. I'm sure it's got your cool voice in it, so let's do it.
It actually doesn't.
No? Nice. That's the hot Sunsworn action, guys.
Yeah, that's just kind of a teaser. I'll definitely be doing another trailer for launch day. But yeah, this is just something that kind of gets you excited, get you acquainted with what you might be seeing here.
Everybody likes snow, as well they should. You get a whole snow planet when you back Sunsworn, and when you sign up for Wings of Vengeance, you can make a request for snow. We'll see how things go. Can't make any promises there. You know, it is what it is.
There will be snow.
Red, this is looking amazing. Congratulations, man. This should be inspirational to people. Just to like, look, you know, you want to do your own project. Well, it's not an overnight thing, but hang around Comicsgate, see what people are saying, ask them how they're doing things, make some connections, and you can hustle your own project. And everyone's going to help you, whoever wants to get something done. Space snow. Space snow is even better than regular snow. Lord Ravener, thanks for suggesting we play the trailer. Sometimes I don't do that, and that is a cool trailer. I'm glad we got a chance to do it. Red, is there anything else we should know about Sunsworn?
Anything else? There's a whole lot, Adam. There's a whole lot in this universe. I mean,
realistically, that we can tell people, you know, we could start reading from page 1.
Well,
it was the best of times. It was the Sunsworn of times.
I can tell you, I have a total of 6 novels outlined. So that's my plans for the moment. Is two trilogies, and yeah, definitely
put a snowman in there somewhere. Snow Dub has a snowman avatar. I just realized that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Snow Dub is a snowman. But yeah, going to be doing some comic campaigns in between. They won't always be set in the periods in between the novels. I might do, you know, some maybe before.
You're going to do all Sunsworn campaigns, though.
No, actually, I'm going to be branching out a little bit and writing some stuff. Katie has a stretch goal in her campaign that adds a mini comic to the book, so I'm writing that. If we get to a certain stretch goal on Shadow of the Kraken with Vinny, I might be writing a small like mini story on that as well. But yeah, man, there's a bunch of projects in the works. I'm just going to say that. I don't want to throw a whole lot out there yet.
I'd like to make a suggestion.
Sure.
Cat Sworn. Everybody likes cats. Why not?
Hell, even I mean, I love cats. But
there you go. So just take it under advisement. Bring it to your team. Aaron says, "What is that? A pineapple? I can't. A bug? I don't know what that is. Can't tell. Oh, it's a snowman. It's a snowman. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I wasn't looking on YouTube. I didn't have it on StreamYard. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us and kind of checking this out. Red is going to send us one more cool thing.
Yeah, man. You like cats? There are cats in Sunsworn. It's kind of a cat-wolf hybrid, but, you know, it's cat enough.
You can get cats. You can get snow. There's love. There's death. There's villains, heroes. There's a whole Gazeverse for you to learn about. Back Sunsworn from Red Gaze and sign up for Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance. It's time to see vengeance fly. It's not so good, but I'll have to work on that.
Okay. That wasn't bad.
No. Whoop. Eric's got a suggestion. Starlight Cat Wolves. Possibly. We'll see if I can get Shane on and I'll ask him what he thinks. Guys, I really appreciate you. Also subscribe to Red Gaze's channel, which is just Red Gaze, right?
Yeah, just Red Gaze.
Gaze into his abyss. You will love it. Lola is great as well. She's a love. She's great to have around. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to this channel. Click the bell for notifications. I will see you again soon with another video. Red, we will see you again soon when you launch. Keep me in the loop. Let me know what's popping. And then we'll have some fun. And we'll also chase down Narium and see what the heck's going on with her cool project Bonds. All right, guys.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Everybody have a great night. I will see you again soon. And if I don't see you, I will miss you. Barnaby included. I see Barnaby.